Okay. This is a fun one, huh? Thank you all for being here. Beto, you said you're new to Provo? How long have you been here?
A little over a month.
Little over a month? Okay. Would you say Provo is a diverse city?
No.
No. Good. Okay. You get it. You get it. I want to tell a story about diversity in Provo. So I used to work at a software company in this building, actually, right upstairs. And we had a woman from Canada come. She was white. I know that sounds random, but it'll be relevant very soon. She was white. She was from Canada. She came to learn our software. And the training was going well. And then at lunchtime, we took her to Station 22, which is actually also in this building. And while we were in the waiting area, like even before we got to our table, like we were just sitting down waiting for someone to give us a table, she turns right to me. There were other people there, but for some reason she picked me. And she said, I looked up Provo, and it said, there's only 600 black people? She said it like that, like a question. And I have no idea what she expected me to say back. Like, my first instinct was to be like, it's not my fault. But to this day, I have no idea what she expected me to say. But I still wonder, like, what did she Google? Like, is that a common thing to Google when you're going to a new city? Like, I'm going to Provo. Got to do the standard searches. Provo restaurants, Provo hotels, Provo exact number of black people. Like, am I traveling wrong? I don't do that. But after, like, a few years have passed, and I've thought more about this, I think what she wanted was for me to be able to correct it in some way. To be able to say something like, oh, yeah, you can't trust that census. Yeah, the week they did that census, there was a Beyonce concert in Vegas. So the other 10,000 black people who definitely live here, they were all gone. It's a good thing they didn't do the census when there was a Taylor Swift concert, or this city might not be on a map. So yeah, it's a mystery to me. I don't know what she expected me to say. Another mystery to me is my whole life, anytime there's been a violent crime committed by someone under the age of 40, and it's on the news is always like, you know, those violent video games. Like, it's usually they just like say that, right? It's just like, violent video games, question mark. And my question is, how many violent video games do you have to play before you become a murderer? Because it's not working for me. I have played a lot of violent video games. Like, speaking about the population of Provo is about 115,000 people. I have easily killed at least one Provo in my life in video games. At least one. And I'm not a murderer. Like, seriously, I've played 8 Assassin's Creed games. In those games, you kill people because they're, like, in the way. It doesn't take skill. There's no cost. You press the button, you stab the person, and they're dead. It's literally easier to kill a person than to walk around them in those games. So I've killed, like, a lot of people. And yet, the Wendy's by my house gets my order wrong at least half the time, and I've never once confronted them about it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a murderer, but a little more aggression could be useful for me. But the video games, they're not doing it. Like, I do stuff in video games all the time that I would never do in real life. Like, throw a banana peel out the side of my moving vehicle? Never. The littering alone would haunt me for years. But thanks to Mario Kart, I've seen what that can do to other vehicles, and I know not to do that. So, basically what I'm saying is, I was given certain promises with these products, and those promises were not met. So, frankly, I would like a refund. Or, you know, that's what I would say if I ever asked for a refund, but I won't, and that's kind of the problem. But honestly, a refund would be nice. I've probably spent about 1 Provo on video games in my life as well. All right, that's me. Thanks, Social. Come back next week.